Millions, mansions, private jets, and then nothing. These athletes earned fortunes most people can't even imagine, yet ended up flat broke. Here are 6 sports stars who went from millionaires to bankrupt, and the lessons behind their fall. Welcome to Sideline. Today we're diving into the shocking stories of athletes who made millions, lost it all, and what we can learn from them. Everything here is based on public records and credible reports, not gossip. First up, the most famous example.
Could have been one of them, yeah. But same model, but not the car, yeah.
You gave one to a police officer as a tip, right?
I didn't want him to arrest.
Mike Tyson. At his peak, Tyson earned over $400 million in fight purses and endorsements. He was unstoppable in the ring and unstoppable with his spending. Mansions, cars, tigers, and a lifestyle that cost hundreds of thousands every month. But after lawsuits, taxes, and bad management deals, Tyson filed for bankruptcy in 2003, reportedly owing more than $20 million in debt. He later said, "I had it all, and I lost it." It's a classic case of fame outpacing financial control.
Myself and, athletes lose their money. Me personally, I was involved in a lot of real estate projects with the banks where I was the personal guarantor for the loans.
Next, Antoine Walker, a 3-time NBA All-Star who made about $108 million in salary alone. But after his playing career ended, the money disappeared almost overnight. Lavish parties, expensive cars, gambling, and real estate investments gone bad left him in massive debt. By 2010, Walker filed for bankruptcy, with less than $1 million in assets and over $12 million owed to creditors. To his credit, he's since become an advocate for financial education, helping younger players avoid the same fate. His story is proof that no amount of income can outrun reckless spending.
I went there for 4 days. Now, this is like my 4th attempt at sobriety. But my mind was made up, man. I had nothing else. I wanted my sobriety. I'm like, bro, if you want to turn your life around.
Vin Baker was once a 4-time NBA All-Star with a $100 million career. But behind the scenes, he was battling alcoholism and gambling addiction. As the drinking escalated, so did the bad decisions. Unpaid taxes, failed investments, and the loss of nearly every dollar he made. Baker has been open about his recovery, and today he manages a Starbucks and mentors young athletes about financial discipline. His story is heartbreaking, but inspiring. A reminder that addiction can destroy both careers and fortunes, but redemption is possible. Former MLB star
inside a world that is unattainable, and so for me to even get that out there and for people to say, wow, is that really true? Well, I know it's true because you can't.
Lenny Dykstra was once known for his grit on the field and his fortune off it. He owned a private jet, a mansion once belonging to Wayne Gretzky, and claimed to be a savvy investor. But it all came crashing down. Dykstra filed for bankruptcy in 2009 and later faced charges for fraud and bankruptcy misconduct. He even served prison time. From World Series champion to inmate, his story shows how greed and shady business moves can ruin even the richest athletes.
I had my conversation with God. I can't lie to him. I said I ain't doing it no more, I ain't doing it.
Allen Iverson, one of the greatest players to ever touch a basketball, earned over $150 million during his NBA career, plus millions more in endorsements. Yet, by the early 2010s, reports surfaced of him struggling financially, with court documents showing unpaid debts and a seized bank account. However, later reports revealed Iverson had a trust fund set up by Reebok that would pay him millions when he turned 55, meaning he wasn't truly broke, just cash poor. Still, his case shows how quickly things can spiral when lifestyle costs exceed liquid cash. Even legends can run into trouble if they don't manage wealth properly.
1,000%, and that's what makes it very hard. I was blessed with just an enormous amount of talent, but knowing that it didn't need to happen the way that it did always will stick with me as a moment that is hard.
Marion Jones was once America's fastest woman. Olympic golds, endorsements, millions in the bank. But after admitting to steroid use and lying to federal investigators, her career and income vanished. She lost all sponsorships, spent hundreds of thousands on legal fees, and faced foreclosure on her multi-million-dollar home. Eventually, she served prison time and declared financial hardship. From Olympic champion to bankruptcy, her fall reminds us that integrity and long-term thinking matter just as much as talent. So what do all these stories have in common? 5 things keep coming up again and again. Number 1. Overspending. Lifestyle inflation kills wealth faster than taxes ever will. Number 2. Bad investments. When everyone wants you to get in on a deal, that's usually when you shouldn't. Number 3. Gambling and addiction. Quick thrills can wipe out years of hard work. Number 4. Lack of trusted advisors. If you're making millions, you need professionals, not friends, managing your money. And number 5. Legal or personal issues. Lawsuits, divorces, or scandals can drain fortunes overnight. For athletes today, these stories aren't just gossip, they're warning signs. Money doesn't change who you are, it amplifies your habits. If you're reckless with $1,000, you'll be reckless with $1 million. But the good news, every one of these athletes found a way to rebuild. Tyson reinvented himself in entertainment. Walker now educates young players. Baker speaks openly about recovery and resilience. They're proof that even after losing it all, you can still make a comeback. If you enjoyed this breakdown, drop a like, subscribe to Sideline, and comment which athlete's story shocked you the most. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next one.